that behind every successful man, there is a woman. Behind every unsuccessful man, there are two women. But behind every successful woman is a progressive man. It's either her father, it's her brother, it's her husband. But he's always progressive. Let's do something on women's safety. And the first thing everybody told me was, why don't you become a social worker? And I was like, okay, but why does this have to be social work? Why can't it be? Then the next thing I was like, and the next thing I heard was, women's safety? Well, women will be safe if they don't go out at night. So, I mean, seriously, it was a joke, but it somehow was really sad that we don't even, and then the worst I heard was, you're worried about women's safety, people don't have water to drink and food. So no one really cared about women's safety, and that's the reason, and this was 5 years earlier, and that's the reason I'm here today. Well, Kavach is actually a total and holistic solution to women's safety. It is privatizing emergency response at the press of a button, but it's backed with high-end technology and forensic support. So to put it simply, if anything ever went wrong, you could subscribe to this app, or you have a physical device. A lot of people prefer an app and not a device, but basically, if you press the button, somebody is going to come and look out for you. Not just somebody come and look out for you, it will also help in collecting audio forensic evidence. So the only way you can bring down crime is, if anything ever happened to a woman, the best way to protect her is obviously physically go protect her and then take her to a hospital. But how does that prevent crime? It doesn't really prevent crime. Crime can only be prevented if the rate of conviction goes up. And the only way rate of convictions can go up is if you can collect evidence. And if it's of forensic nature, which is audio forensic evidence, it is easier to work with it in court. Website. So we'll give you a particular number, you download it. Once you download it, we ask you for 3 things. One is your emergency contacts. If anything ever happened to you, who do we call? 2 is your medical history. So if you are diabetic, you have high blood pressure, you have anything, your medical history, your blood group and everything, yeah. And 3rd is your voice sample. So I would probably say, hi, my name is Preeti, my Kavach number is 12345, whatever. When something goes wrong, you press the button, immediately you can hold it down on your phone, and it discreetly sends a message to an emergency operations center, which is not a call center. It is a private emergency operations center. It's not the police. And as soon as they find out there's a problem, they will, within their screen, they will immediately, it geotags you. So they know exactly where you are. If you're walking, you're running, you're moving, you're hiding, A, they know that. And B, as soon as you activate the app, it immediately becomes an audio recorder. So it records everything that's happening in and around you and gets stored in a cloud, which can then be accessed by a forensic unit. Because the way a fingerprint is very unique to you, so is your voice. As soon as the Emergency Operations Center realizes that you're in trouble, the first call goes to the police, which gets recorded because legally you have to call the police. We don't wait for the police to pick up the phone or do anything. As soon as the ring goes, it's recorded. They will immediately send a private response back to you. And the private response will be anything from 2 people to 5 people. They are, let's say they're 5, so there are 3 men, 2 women. The men would be from ex-army, ex-special forces backgrounds. The women will be ex-army medical backgrounds. They will find you how an Ola cab or an Uber will find you, right? They'll find you. They come with body cameras and mics so that if we reach before the police, it's well established that we have not contaminated the crime scene or fiddled with any evidence. They will come and they'll help you record your police statement, hold your hand through your FIR. They'll help you through, take you to the hospital if something is really bad. And all the beginning of it gets covered by insurance so that if something does happen to you, you don't have to then go into the whole process of giving a bill, finding out how this is and stuff like that, and from victim advocacy. And so even things like victim advocacy and stuff, that's also covered by insurance. So in some ways, it's not just helping a woman, but it's helping a woman with a heart. And at the same time, it's pro-victim, anti-perpetrator. So if you are involved in a crime, you cannot run and you cannot hide. So what happens is, let's say there's no network here, and then there's a gap here, and there's a network there, right? So as soon as you drop it here, it'll have the last location, and it'll immediately pick it up there. So it is the way technology is done. So this is one thing which, I'm not the tech person, to be honest, but this is something I kept questioning because I was like, I don't understand it. But it has a way of working by the way they work it around technology, and it kind of, it tags it, and somehow it works. It'll skip it unless you're going completely into the forest, then that, I'm sorry, is not going to work. No, it's for India. We are starting a test pilot in Pune with 50,000 women. And in those 50,000, 45,000 are going to be students from universities, women working in offices and IT companies. And 5,000 of those women are going to be, we're doing it for free. And those women are going to be all from families of paramilitary forces, army, police, CIRPF, BSF, and only for one reason that, you know, if the men, the brothers, the fathers from all these families go to protect our country, I think we can look after their women, you know.
Very good.
So we're actually, what we're doing is, in this, a lot of my actor friends and everybody have been very helpful. And we are opening up a crowdfunding zone where people can contribute from a rupee to 100 rupees to whatever. And it's just a very small way for us to say thank you to all those families, because they have tough lives.
When I was a little girl, my father always told me that an Indian woman, when she's young, she's dependent on her father. When she's married, she's dependent on her husband. And when she's a child, when she's old, she's dependent on her son. And I don't want you to be like that. I want you to have independence. I want you to be the master of your destiny. And the only way you can do that is if you are educated and you can stand on your own 2 feet. I was really lucky to have parents like this who gave me opportunities of a great education, who let me do what I wanted. So today, when I'm standing on my own 2 feet, I decided that I was going to work towards women's empowerment in India. And for that, I really have to thank the Lumba Foundation, the United Nations, for giving me an opportunity. For giving me an opportunity to give back to society and make a difference. Thank you.